They know it's legit. Shawn went with the Brags. Ryan went with a Detox Organic, which made
I'm putting it on ice. This is like Lonnie Lane's.
I have a shot glass for mine.
A strong lick.
Wait, Shawn, so your wife drinks that all the time, and you've never had it?
For the record, I'm going to make my 5-year-old daughter drink anything I have to drink today.
She doesn't have to answer the questions, but she does have to pay the price. It isn't friendly to the gullet, but it's good for your system, I think. In smaller quantities. So thank you. Good to see you guys in the flesh too.
Am I competing with Price, or are we on the same team?
You guys are on the same team. Two big brains versus pressing questions. My name is Lee Sackett. I am the host of the show with tantalizing questions and disastrous consequences. I have two very special guests from the sales team. Shawn Kohn and Ryan Price are a big reason for Brooks' success on the sales agenda in the recent years. Ryan Price takes more placement in the specialty running sector. Shawn Kohn focuses on the national sector.
Ryan Price at the Canal Fulton branch in Ohio, and I work with our Northeast and Midwest sales reps, especially run channel.
That's it, Ryan? That's all we get from you? There's more to Ryan than that, I feel like.
Hey, we'll break them open.
Yeah. Hello, Shawn Kohn. I've been at Brooks a little over 12 years now. Starting back in 2008, starting in customer service. Did that for 2 years. So I lived that a little bit. On to be the Northwest guru manager. And I've been working on the national side of the business now for 7-8 years. Worked with a lot of different accounts from all over the country, from Hibbett, and now I primarily work with Dick's and Zappos.
And I said that was fine. For every answer that you guys get wrong, which should be a couple because these are hard questions, once again, hold up your weapon of choice. You got to drink some apple cider vinegar. Question 1. In 2005, who emerged victorious in the lone postseason matchup between the White Sox and the Red Sox?
Well, Price, that's easy. That's the White Sox. They won the World Series in 2005. That's a layup, Lee.
I was trying to lob you something nice. Dude knows a lot about baseball.
I'm feeling the new pen.
Cheers.
Take it down.
Oh.
There you go.
I am so sick of drinking vinegar. Question 2. Who allegedly wrote the song Golden Years for Elvis Presley, but ended up recording it for himself? A. Elton John. B. Van Morrison. C. David Bowie. D. Prince.
Thinking Elton John, Kohn, from the era.
I would defer to you on this one, Ryan.
We're going to go A. Elton John.
Final answer, A. Elton John. Gentlemen, yes. The answer was C. David Bowie.
I would not have thought C. David Bowie. It's going to be great.
And just do the swig, or how much of it? I'll do the swig.
Shake.
Smells great.
Cheers. Yep.
It's delicious.
You want to try it, Hattie?
No.
He's like, get it out of here. All right, guys.
So, Bryce, I'm 1 for 1. You're 0 for 1.
And so question 3 is, can you guys both give a little bit of insight into what are the most rewarding moments of your job that make all the logistics, the long days, and the tough conversations worth it?
Go ahead, Shawn.
It's been a challenging, 2 months for sure. I think, we're so focused on the run and the sport, and I think our strategy is so sound that when we hit speed bumps in the industry, whether it's our DC hiccups from last year or massive retail closures from 2 or 3 years ago, it always feels like we're one of the brands that comes out of the other side, a little bit better than everyone else. I think that Brooks has been pulling their weight and then some. So although the news isn't great, I think that we're making the best out of a really hard situation.
The resiliency, a lot of people at Brooks run distance, and I think you have to be resilient to do so. I've been pretty impressed with kind of the specialty channel, their resilience to stay relevant to their communities, ramping up things like their e-commerce channels, their contactless curbside pickup, their social media, and just, the Guru team moving over to the digital space and not missing a beat. So I think the people we work with, it's just a really fun group, and they're motivated to win. They show a lot of resiliency. I do think there's an opportunity for us to come out of this stronger. It's been a a challenging 2 years for sure, but helping solve those is fun.
You both have a history of being on the front lines. Both of you were gurus and reps. Ryan, you were a guru in Ohio, is that correct?
Correct, the Great Lakes.
And Shawn, you were the Pacific Northwest guru, right?
That's right. Yeah, I did that for about 2 years back pre Portland, so pre Lee Sackett era.
Yeah. You both have no excuse when it comes to product knowledge to some degree now. So my question to you is, what is the difference between the Brooks Trance and the GTS? Now, specifically the Trance 10 and the GTS 11.
Bryce, this is more in your wheelhouse. Come on.
The difference between the Trance and the Adrenaline GTS,
Yes.
the Trance was our higher end, so more cushion.
More stuff.
Cushion. No, yeah,
GTS had a
stuff.
board last, had the tech board.
There you go.
Yes, it did. Actually, I'm going to count that as right because I thought you were either going to not know that at all, completely forget about your past, or you were going to nail it. Trance had full Biomogo DNA. A GTS, because of the weird Strobel boardy thing, only had DNA in the heel and the forefoot.
Let's drink up.
Switch
Is there a
brands.
drink before?
Oh,
This isn't too bad. Maybe it's because it's on ice.
I would rather have your lamp, Lee. Can I have that lamp behind you?
It's a nice lamp.
But,
It looks like a set of crutches.
The final question for you two. Name the two presidential figures that were responsible for the formation of the national parks and the National Park Service. A,
Okay.
Teddy and Woodrow. B, Thomas Jefferson and Abraham Lincoln. C, Nixon and FDR. Or D, the entirety of the Bush family.
That's
So
A,
I'm
right?
feeling
Bryce?
A.
That's A.
Thinking A?
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt. I
Final
actually just
answer?
watched a documentary on Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, Roosevelt and Wilson.
How was that documentary, Shawn?
It was good.
John takes the camper out to the national parks.
Wow, I can see you rolling up to the campsite, backing into the long one with the outlets.
Very national camping, the big camper.
I like
Specialty
that.
camping is like a little pup tent.
Pup tent,
Grassroots, man.
Hey, Lee, I will do one with you here, Lee.
Yeah.
Some unity. Mine also has With the Mother, which is kind of good. Mother's Day weekend. Don't forget Mother's Day weekend. Here, cheers.
I want to ask, I've been asking people this, people buying things is going to look very different for the next time being. Tell me some of the plans and meetings, actions that you guys as Brooks sales team have enacted to try and react to the changes, and what do you guys think is coming?
The cool thing about what we do, because I've had people that are friends that do sales and they sell certain things, but our customers come back to this well, and so whatever we sell them in this season has to work, right? If it doesn't work, they're not coming back to it. And so that's been the greatest thing about, you talked about the Trance, you talked about the Adrenaline. I mean, we're on the Adrenaline 20, right? We kind of continue to iterate and it gets better and better. And then it's like, what's next to answer for that runner? And so I think while things shift and change, it still kind of stays the same. It's all about consistency and it's about people and how you connect with them.
Yeah, I mean, I would echo what Ryan said. I think the challenges that the selling process we have here over the next few months is how do we use technology to communicate to reps, to communicate to buyers, and just get everyone really comfortable with what we're doing. Lucky for us, we have a really good track record of performance and execution. So I think we're actually in a pretty good spot here because we have a lot of trust built up with our buyers and our customers around performance of product. And, we're not scaling back. We're looking ahead to spring 21. We're not slowing down our innovation that we're looking to bring to the market as well. And our buyers and customers, I think, are going to look for freshness, some newness. They're going to want reasons to go out there and run. So I think now is the time, potentially while other brands might be more conservative, now is an opportunity for us maybe to put on the gas a bit harder and really carve out a spot that much more. That worked for us back in 2015, 16 when other brands started to reel things back in a little bit. We went right through that. So I think for us looking ahead, we're going to try to be as aggressive as possible here going into next year.
It's cool when the people commanding the ship are looking past the storm instead of just who's going to fall off the boat. Thank you.
Cool, man.
Thanks, guys.
Wish the family well. It was good to see you guys, and have a good rest of your week.
See you
Bye-bye.
later. See you, Colin.